Thanks for being here. This was a good Saturday for me. I got a lot of things done. I'm starting to love Saturdays. Now that my husband is home again, I can just kind of have my own day. It's really great. This is what I call a 6-minute party play workout. It literally lasted 6 minutes and I don't even feel bad about it. It was good for me. So come along with me on my Saturday routine and let's see how we do it. Welcome. What's the point in having a dream house if you don't treat it like your dream house, right? Chaos has ensued. I don't even think you can fully grasp. Let me show you. Our dryer's broken. So here are all of our clothes that are air drying. Apparently this is also a tool room. And there's our dirty laundry. The day we moved in here, our dryer has been in storage for the last year. We put our dryer in and it no longer works. So, we've been air drying all of the kids' clothes. I do my clothes on like a tumble dry because I can't stand the wrinkly crispiness of it. But my poor children all have the crunchiest clothes. But you know what? We don't have a dryer, and that it is what it is. Welcome to this stage of life. We're gonna start here, clean all this off, and then turn around and fold it all. So good news, my dryer actually started working. I don't know what it was. We moved in and it was just shutting off. I don't know if it was like a heat element. I don't know. But it works now. It just works. So I have a dryer again. Didn't even have to spend a dime. Let me tell you, it is better to wait it out or fix it rather than jump the gun and just buy a new one. That is something I have had to learn the hard way. Hey, who else's washing machine gets this dirty? Can you guys comfort me a little? Does everyone else's look like this? I know it's ironic because it's supposed to be the thing that cleans your clothes. Shouldn't it also be clean? But I feel like mine are always dirty, my washer and my dryer. I don't know. So let me know. Hopefully I'm not the only one giving these bad boys a quick wipe down. No, it is not spotless, but yes, it is a lot better. So here we go with that. Oh, also, Kirkland laundry detergent. I'm not here to bash, but does it suck or does it suck? I was using Arm & Hammer for a long time, and I was at Costco one day and I thought, oh, Kirkland, it's orange. It looks like Tide. Maybe it works as good as Tide. And who can afford Tide? Not me. No, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. I would never recommend it to anyone. It's like using the Sun brand, honestly. Okay, here I am. Notice me not folding laundry. I used to fold laundry. I love folding laundry. You wouldn't believe it looking at my laundry room, but I thoroughly enjoy folding laundry. I don't like putting it away, but like the whole Marie Kondo, fold it in this little pretty thing. And with my kids, I used to fold their clothes into outfits and then have them like ready to go. But as my kids got older, A, they wanted to pick their own outfits, and B, they just throw their clothes everywhere. And it is not good for my mental health to spend that much energy and love into folding their clothes when I know they're just gonna throw them and dig around and toss them. So I gave up and I no longer fold my kids' clothes. I did have to take a break for a quick second to help clean out this garage area because we had been throwing our trash in it. We don't have a trash service. And we thought at first that the best place to throw the trash was the garage, but we actually have a trailer out back that we decided we were just gonna fill with and then take to the dump every so often. So this is us cleaning up a little bit so that we can put our car in. And now we can officially fit one car in the garage. So yay for us. Especially because this winter has lasted like 97 years. Can we talk about that? I'm so fed up. So the fact that we have a garage to keep the snow off of my car is 10 out of 10. I do feel bad. There was a debate whether me or my husband should get it. He does leave earlier in the morning than I do, but I have all the kids with me. So I don't know. I ended up getting it. Anyway, you know what's interesting is looking at the amount of laundry that I had last Saturday, and then thinking about today, it's now Friday, it's been 6 days, and how much laundry I have had again, it doesn't really make sense to me, if I'm being honest. I don't get it. But I will say this, we were sick this week. We all had the flu. So the amount of laundry quadrupled because puke, you know. So I guess I can't complain too much. Anyway, this was a really good day for me. I was able to just do the things I wanted. It was warm enough this day that my kids could play outside and just hang out with their dad and follow him around. It was a good day. Hey, I just saw some tape. I was looking for tape today. Better go check that cupboard. But yeah. I have been trying really hard to get into a good routine, a daily routine. And I'm not a by the book person. I'm not like a scheduled person. I'm very laid back, probably to a fault. I'm very go with the flow, probably to a fault. And so I've just been trying to wake up a little bit and, I don't know, start my day alone and have a minute. And I know when I do that, my days go so much better. And here's the tricky part, is people say that, and then you still have bad days. So let's not forget that you can have a really good morning and still fall off track throughout the day. So I need something that helps me, I don't know, stay on track. I found this girl years ago, Jordan Page. You probably know her from Fun Cheap or Free. And she used to be really big on YouTube. She doesn't really do YouTube videos anymore. But she does time blocking. And I tried that one summer with my kids, and it was amazing. Because here's how she does it. Instead of saying breakfast at 9 o'clock, showers at 10 o'clock, playing outside at 11, or however it may be, what she does is she takes time blocks from like anywhere from 3 to 4 hours, and she'll say, this is our morning block, this is where we read scriptures, this is where we get ready for the day, this is where we eat breakfast, this is where we clean up our bedrooms, and this is where we play. And that's the time of day where you get these things done. And then the next block, say it's nap time, clean up the house, have some alone time, get on your phone, whatever. And she schedules in like, this is phone time, this is not phone time. And I think that's something that I need to reconsider doing, because it was pretty helpful when I did it. So I don't know. If anyone has any tips or tricks for keeping yourself busy, keeping your mood and energy levels up throughout the day, and keeping your desire to want to work throughout the day, I don't know. 11:30, 12 o'clock comes around and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's only lunchtime. Get me out of here, you know? That's how I was today. Today was definitely one of those days. I had woken up and I was like determined it was going to be a good day. I put makeup on, I straightened my hair, I took a shower, all the things. And I got out crafts for my kids and we did special activities, and I kid you not, by noon, I was done. It was just one of those days. So I had to make a choice. And from noon until 2:30 or 3, probably a good almost 3 hours, I was grumpy. I was on my phone. I was just trying to get by. And I finally made a decision and I said, hey, look, we've been sick with the flu all week long. We have been trapped inside this house with each other. We have not seen the light of day. It has been storming. Oh my goodness, the winter storm. Can we just talk about that? Oh, get me out of here. But I decided I can turn my day around. I can get back on track. I did fall off the wagon. I did have a bad middle part of my day, but I decided to make the best of it. And instead of having a pity party for myself that my kids don't listen and that my life is lonely and all of these things, I told all my kids to get dressed, because you're right, it was 3 p.m. and they were not dressed yet. And I said, let's go. We're going to the store. Well, funny enough, I I had a coupon for a free soda. It was one of those days where you're like, yes, I'm getting a soda, okay? I went, got the free soda, and I turned, and next thing you know, I was at the place where my husband coaches water polo practice. Now, 2 years ago, we used to live on that side of town, and we could walk to his water polo practices. And I only had 2 kids at the time, or 3 kids. And, well, 2, and I was pregnant with 1, and then 2 and a newborn. Anyway, we would walk there and watch water polo practice, and I thought it was just so fun to like get out of the house, see him in his element, cheer on the team. And anyway, I was driving today and I just ended up right in front of the building that he coaches water polo. So I said, sorry kids, we're not going to the store, we're going to water polo. And of course they whined and moaned and whatever because it was that kind of day. But we went in, we hung out for an hour and a half probably, and we finished out practice with them. And it was just, I don't know, what I'm trying to say is you can do all the right things and still have a bad day or still fall off the wagon. And it's your job to make sure that it ends a good day. And that's easier said than done. Okay, this is something I wanted to talk about. I was actually talking while I was filming this, but the quality just wasn't great and the video was too long and it was just too much. So I'm just gonna hit it right here in a quicker version, hopefully. When we were first married, my husband used to ask me to iron his clothes. And I never did. Like, I have probably ironed his clothes 6 times in like the 6 years of marriage that we've had. And I don't know, his mom always ironed his dad's clothes, and I mean, I think he just thought I would fall into that role, which I didn't. And so he had asked several times in the beginning of our marriage, right? But then eventually he just stopped asking because I think he just knew I wasn't gonna do it anymore. And 2 Sundays ago, he walked in and I was ironing his church shirt because I told him, if you give me a laundry room big enough to iron, I will iron. So for the first time, it was a Sunday morning and I was ironing his church shirt. He didn't even ask. And to see his face of like, oh my goodness, you're ironing my shirt. Can I just tell you, why didn't I do that sooner? Why didn't I choose to be nicer to him sooner? No, it's not my responsibility. No, I don't have to. But it was something that I could do that was extra that made him happy. Why did I hold off for so many years? Just because I was like embarrassed that I ironed my husband's shirt? I don't know. Like it's 2023. I don't know why I had to feel that way, because there is nothing wrong with serving the person that you love or any person. And I don't know, just doing one extra step, even if it's something you don't like doing. Anyway. There was a long, huge talk about that, but the sound quality was bad, so I just gave you a rundown. Here's my sock drawer. Obviously, I know there's a lot of people who probably don't have a sock drawer like this right on their counter. 10 out of 10 would recommend. It is the best thing ever. If you don't have one in your laundry room, put one somewhere else and just put all of your kids' socks in there. And then you know where the socks are. They don't get thrown around the house. The pairs don't get separated, and it's just right there. Whenever someone needs socks, go to the sock drawer. I would recommend that. Here I am making lunch. I made a chicken salad sandwiches and they were so good as usual. My mom makes the best chicken salad sandwiches, and I actually called her before I made these to ask what the recipe was, but she did not answer. So I just kind of winged it with whatever veggies I had. But the key is to put apples in it. I know it sounds weird, but I love it. It's just like, it's the perfect amount of crispiness and juiciness. I'm not a celery person. So, I mean, I love cooked celery, but fresh celery chopped up in a sandwich, no thank you. Here I am manhandling a pineapple. It's almost like I didn't want to put this on the internet because I was just going at this pineapple with my hands. And anyone who knows me knows that I have a hand thing. It's just, I don't know. But it was a good Saturday. We had a good lunch. We had this pineapple for like 2 weeks. It was just sitting in our fridge and it was so good, so sweet. And here's the finished product on sourdough bread. Thanks for watching, and I hope you come back soon.